Alright, so I want you to imagine a scenario, right? Get this shit off my screen. Imagine you're at the ground floor of your apartment and the motherfucking floor starts speaking Yiddish. And you're telling people, you're like, I hear Yiddish in the floorboards, homie, but I'm on the ground floor. And people like, buddy, you're schizo. It's on you. Take your meds. Or, buddy, you're anti Semitic. Fucking take your meds. I don't know shit. What do you do against anti Semitic people? I guess get canceled, I suppose. And you're like, but I hear it, and you think you're going crazy, right? Because people start acting like you're crazy, and you just like, well, you had nowhere to turn because people think you're crazy, and only to come and find out that yes, indeed, the floorboards are speaking Yiddish because there was an underground tunnel that has been found under the going from a synagogue and under the goddamn building of an apartment. And now you're like, you feel vindicated, right? But the same people that start acting like you're schizophrenic or anti-Semitic, they just disappear, like that Homer meme, like that uh, meme of Homer Simpson just disappearing into the fucking hedge. So apparently, Twitter explodes with anti-Semitic misinfo after secret tunnels found under. Yeah, shut the fuck up. News of an underground tunnel has exploded. Oh, the news have exploded, not the tunnel. I was like, hold on now. Someone just gave this to me. I was like, what, did the tunnel fucking explode? So apparently there were they a couple of how do I say this without YouTube put me on blast. A couple of religiously colorful individuals, Jews, filthy Jews. No, I'm just kidding. It's a joke. It's a joke. A couple of them were building a underground tunnel system to link, I guess, a synagogue to, I guess, another open space. It wasn't really told where, and I've heard everything from it linking under like a school for children, under I guess a bathhouse building, specifically the women's section of the bathhouse building. Again, you heard a lot of things. And there was a lot of memes, a lot of beautiful memes came out from this. Like homies be playing Minecraft IRL, and obviously this is probably what they consider this is the meme. Now you're gonna have people speak out their ass about things like this, but right, the question is why is specifically a Jew Orthodox Jews building a tunnel? And I guess some sources say that it was a they got a message from God, the big God, to expand this. Others say they've made a couple of migrants dig these tunnels. Like homies actually playing Minecraft IRL, but having their friends do it while they take the credit. And now apparently the cops got involved, and they're like, what the fuck is this? Now I don't know. I have very little like knowledge in digging, but if you're digging under a building, I'm pretty sure that one, I don't even think you're supposed to do it if a building weighs a certain amount, but two, unless you're you have specific uh what's the word I'm looking for? Oh, whatever. I'm not going to get into all that. It's been a while. Basically, you're not supposed to just build under buildings willy-nilly because buildings have a specific structure under them that's supposed to stay the way it's supposed to be. And if you want to build, if for some reason you want to dig under that building where, well, there's specific specifications you have to adhere to, other than the fact that probably just wouldn't happen. But apparently, again, they're probably just digging willy nilly, and people were like, "Oh, well, okay." I don't think this is legal. Like, I don't think they had the approval of the city of New York to be doing any of this, right? But I digress. On Monday night, 10 men were arrested following a dispute with New York City Police Department officer at the Chabad Lubavitch World Headquarters in Crown Heights, Brooklyn, a synagogue catering to adherents of the Insular Orthodox Jewish movement. The reason structural engineers were attempting to fill in a mysterious secret passage which has been illegally excavated underneath the building. A group of young men turned out to protest. Though the story primarily focuses on a small community of Orthodox Jews in New York City, with most members of the community decrying the destruction of the center, it quickly started trending nationwide. Footage of the tunnels, as well as the violent skirmishes between some of the Chabad men and the NYPD, went viral, racking up thousands of retweets on X, formerly known as Twitter. Following the melee, 10 men were charged with criminal mischief and reckless endangerment, with one of the men also charged with obstruction of governmental administration. The story went viral because it was objectively bizarre. As initially reported, a small sect of Hasidic Jews had built an elaborate system of underground tunnels beneath the streets of Brooklyn for no immediately clear reason. Well, I'm pretty sure most of these tunnels were already pre-built, but then certain entrances was filled up because there ain't no way just a couple of guys be digging, right? And nobody knows. Just absolutely no one knows except the aforementioned guy that hears Yiddish under his goddamn floorboards. And with what tools? Again, I'm not on the scenes, right? Again, I guess just breaking down a couple of walls with a sledgehammer just to connect two open areas. Maybe that's what they did, but the straight fucking Minecraft their way from one building to another. That's bizarre. Like those entrances had to have all. I mean, those pathways had to have already been there, in my opinion. And it's not the first time that happens. Usually in big cities, there are big areas that are renovated, sealed up, reopened. I mean, big city, lots of people, they have like an underground tramway, like most big cities. I mean, this isn't new, but this is unusual. This is pretty unprecedented. You don't see religious groups building tunnels under city structures just for the fuck of it, right? But it also sparked an onslaught of anti Semitic conspiracy theories, with some well known far right personalities suggest that the tunnels was being used for nefarious trafficking purposes, playing into nefarious anti Jew tropes, or drawing comparisons to the tunnels made by the terrorist groups in Hamas, referring to them as Jewish tunnels or Zionist tunnels. Again, some people speak out their ass, but again, if people wanting to know why, but I'm surprised this hasn't been covered up by the media. Usually, you're not supposed to joke around about this because the Rolling Stone will come after you for whatever reason and be like, call you anti Semitic and far right. It's like, okay, congratulations, you threw out words. Now, can we talk about the actual thing happening? And if they're doing one illegal thing, which is digging under the tunnels, why wouldn't people think that they wouldn't be doing other illegal things under there? Like, it wasn't so long ago where a place I used to fucking eat at apparently got caught for money laundering. And I'm like, no, God, oh, fuck. I mean, it's possible. But the Rolling Stone is obviously, I guess, shutting this down. Like they're putting the kibosh on the on the far right, quote unquote, anti-Semitic, quote unquote, things, which again are probably just memes. But people speculating. I mean, people are allowed to speculate, even if it's the worst possible outcome. I mean, secret underground tunnels, blood soaked mattresses, baby strollers, getting real strong Simon of Trent vibes here. One influencer wrote, referring to a dangerous anti-Semitic blood-lived conspiracy theory from the Middle Ages involving the murder of a Christian child that resulted in 15 members of a Jewish community being burned at the stake. The post has racked up more than 1.2 million views on X, including 3,000 retweets. Okay, so you're talking about a single tweet, which, okay, to be fair, 1.2 million views are, I guess, okay. But of that 3,000 retweets, but you're not talking about the reason you think the thing is happening. Like, why are the tunnels? You are a journalistic outlet, right? I mean, but they have yet to actually give their say in the matter. In a statement, Jonathan Greenblatt, the director of the Anti Defamation League, which fights anti Semitism worldwide. What the fuck does any of that mean? Tells Rolling Stone he finds the spread of such posts, which echo century-old anti-Semitic conspiracy theories, incredibly concerning. It deeply trouble. It's deeply troubling that anyone would use this incident, which the Chabad movement at large has strongly condemned, to draw inappropriate and false comparisons to Hamas tunnels in Gaza, or propagate age-old anti-Semitic theories such as Jews are involved in human trafficking or organ harvesting. Greenblatt says, okay, again, you have people speaking out their ass, but Rolling Stone, what do you think is happening? And obviously, the vast majority of the Chabad movement condemns it, right? They can't say, "Oh no, we want this to happen" on because it doesn't look good. But what is your take on this? Like, again, you are a journalistic outlet, and you're like, okay, here's a thing that has happened. Here's things that have oddly been found out. But the anti-Semitism, bro, it's like, my guy, that trend had been nerfed 2 years ago. Like, you can go back to actually being a journalist now. And don't flip your shit. Who fucking made this? Dickinson? That's an unfortunate last name, man. Sorry. You don't have to flip your shit, Dickinson. I don't think I care to read the rest of this. Or look at the comments if they have comments. I find this weird that most of these sites, because I just pick a random site. I don't fucking care to Oh no, 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 no. Don't take me anywhere else. Oh my god, it's taking me some. Okay, we're back here. I just choose the first. I know I'm not supposed to do this. Alright? I'm a busy man. I just simply do not care to look into the reads of this all. I just look at a thing, give my opinion, try to look at the comments. Clearly, there are no comments here because they're apparently afraid of people having opinions. What about this? Why does it take so fucking? It's loading all the goddamn ads, right? That's probably why it takes so goddamn long. Like, if you. What the fuck happened? But anyway, my whole thing about this is, well, I mean, it's funny, I suppose. I mean, I think it's kind of hilarious. It is interesting that there were blood soaked mattresses, baby strollers. It linked. Am I supposed to show this on YouTube? Whatever. It linked. Oh my god, it won't go away. So I'm just inundated with fucking. Okay, now it's gone. I lost my train of thought. Again, the titties showed up, and I was like, hubba, hubba, oh, nah, 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 nah. Holy shit. Is there any comments on this? Okay, comments. I bet these young men were digging a tunnel as receiving Social Security disability payments every month and have never worked on the books a day in their lives. Probably, I mean, they were younger men. They were, I guess, adhering to ideological community. Adolf Trump, hype name, by the way. Absolutely. That's why Carius Joel receives 350,000 per student for the private schools, while New York City gets $27,000. Yeah, I don't really know the whole situation. No, they aren't getting Social Security disabilities as they are Israeli. However, you aren't too far off. They get subsidies from Israel to study religion full time. They are also exempt from military service. Yeah, I do remember something being like that. And it's not just for, like, this Orthodox Jewish community. I think, like, Mormons also do this. Certain Amish sex, S-E, how do you spell sex? Like sectors, whatever. They also get this. I mean, it's not, you know, surprising. It's not out of the ordinary. It's just something that happens. We would have a lot more nicer of a country if people were forbidden to wear their religion. Practice it all you want, just don't wear it out in public every day on a regular basis. The sight of a person in religious garbs sets a tone. The same circumstances and people dressed in regular clothing get along so much easier. No, look, I mean, odd argument. I think people should wear whatever the fuck they want. I just don't think they should interact with people with the basis that, oh, they know my ideology. It's like they read my mind and know what I like or dislike. I think these are things you should usually put together. Again, I don't know what this has to do with the article. That's just kind of weird. But many areas don't allow Christmas trees and Christian symbols. I mean, the same areas that don't allow these also don't allow. Well, they shouldn't allow, like, any type of religious symbols. I mean, you either allow it all or you allow none of it, is my opinion. Wearing it in practice, does this mean Christians can't wear cross necklaces, or those getting married for religious reasons can't wear wedding bands anymore either? Again, What the fuck does any of this have to do with the article? The dimensions don't add up. They're 3 feet high, then it's 50 by 20. This doesn't sound like a tunnel. It sounds like a room. Yeah, that's what I'm fucking saying. Like I'm pretty sure that, again, these structures were pre-built, like fucking Resident Evil type shit, or and they're just connecting them by, I don't know, tearing down a few walls, tearing through certain slabs of and certain like thick concrete. Sounds like a room. Do you know how much dirt that is? 3,000 cubic feet of dirt. That's more than a 40-foot shipping container. You don't excavate that much dirt by stuffing it into your pocket. Yeah, exactly. You don't just you don't just get rid of all that. It doesn't just dematerialize and enter your inventory like Minecraft. That's a lot of shit. And again, this goes back to my original assessment. I'm pretty sure they were just connecting areas that have already been pre-opened. I don't think they've dug like literal Minecraft style an entire house size room underground. Further, I keep hearing no one was hurt. How do we know that no one died in the caves? Can you imagine what would have happened if they cracked open a gas line? Yeah, exactly. I mean, if it was just reckless digging, I do believe there would be incidents. Like, we're not talking skilled diggers. So I have to watch what I say on YouTube. We're not talking about Minecraft experts, right? IRL. Just talking about, I don't know, probably adolescent 18-year-old, 19-year-old men in a religious congregation. Typically grading quantities by giving it cubic yards. Okay, this guy's getting to a bunch of some Tom Paxton. No one cares about the semantics. So my argument is this is interesting. This is very interesting. This is a new article that I opened up. I mean, obviously not everyone was in on this, but I'm surprised they got that shit covered up within a day. Like, we have potholes that have existed for centuries here, but they cover this shit up immediately. Granted, that's a lot of boys, a lot of NYPD dudes, but I mean that's all I gotta say about this. Very very interesting. See ya.